there, quiz poppers! Are you ready to take a thrilling ride through history with us? Today we're embarking on an epic journey to guess the very popular historical figures. Grab your time machines because we're diving into the past, and here's your first clue. She ruled Egypt and stole the hearts of powerful men. Who is she? Time's up! It was Cleopatra. If you guessed right, you're off to a majestic start. This genius changed physics forever. And time's up! Albert Einstein, of course. If you figured that out, your brain power is stellar. A ruler of Rome famously met his end on the Ides of March. Time's up! Julius Caesar. Her discoveries in radioactivity were groundbreaking. Who is this scientist? And time's up! Marie Curie. A peaceful warrior who led India to independence through non-violent resistance. Time's up! Mahatma Gandhi. A man of the Renaissance, an artist and inventor ahead of his time. Time's up! Leonardo da Vinci! This French heroine led armies when she was just a teenager. And time's up! It's Joan of Arc! Spent 27 years in prison before leading his country towards freedom and equality. Time's up! Nelson Mandela. The first president of the United States, he couldn't tell a lie. And time's up! George Washington. The longest reigning current monarch, she's seen a century change twice. Time's up! Queen Elizabeth II. To be or not to be? That is the question, and he wrote it. Time's up! William Shakespeare. An aviator and a pioneer for women, she flew solo across the Atlantic. Time's up! It's Amelia Earhart. I have a dream that you'll guess this civil rights leader correctly. And time's up! Martin Luther King Jr. He led Britain through its darkest hour and into victory in World War II. Time's up! Winston Churchill. An explorer who traveled further than any of his predecessors, all the way to China. And time's up! Marco Polo. This lady with the lamp revolutionized nursing during the Crimean War. And time's up! It's Florence Nightingale. A controversial figure, he led Germany during World War II. And time's up! Adolf Hitler. From Macedonia, he created one of the largest empires by the age of 30. Time's up! Alexander the Great. This Mexican artist is famous for her self-portraits and unibrow. Time's up! It's Frida Kahlo. He crowned himself Emperor of France and conquered much of Europe. Time's up! Napoleon Bonaparte. A young diarist who became a symbol of the Holocaust's human impact. Time's up! Anne Frank. Gravity got you down? This scientist surely felt the same when an apple fell on his head. And time's up! Isaac Newton. She led hundreds to freedom on the Underground Railroad. Time's up! Harriet Tubman. Deafness couldn't stop this composer from creating some of the world's most enduring music. And time's up! Ludwig van Beethoven. Refused to give up her seat on a Montgomery bus, becoming a mother of the civil rights movement. And time's up! It's Rosa Parks. Ruling with iron and fire, this Hunnic king terrified the Roman Empire. Time's up! Attila the Hun. Her reign marked an era of industrial expansion and empire. Time's up! Queen Victoria. His iron fist reshaped the Soviet Union, leaving a complex legacy. Time's up, Joseph Stalin. Transforming Russia into a major European power, he towered over his empire. Time's up, Peter the Great. Her reign expanded the Russian Empire and fostered the Age of Enlightenment. Time's up, Catherine the Great. His tomb's discovery unveiled ancient Egypt's mysteries to the world. Time's up, King Tutankhamun. From Caribbean orphan to American statesman, his legacy lives beyond the $10 bill. Time's up, Alexander Hamilton. Guiding Lewis and Clark, her knowledge shaped the map of the United States. Time's up, Sacagawea. Legend or reality? His story is the stuff of myths and Excalibur. Time's up, King Arthur. Uniting Western Europe under his rule, his reign marked the Carolingian Renaissance. Time's up, it's Charlemagne. Her beauty and power left a mark on ancient Egypt that endures in her bust. Time's up, Queen Nefertiti. Crossing the Alps with elephants, his tactics are studied by military leaders today. Time's up, Hannibal Barca. His chivalry and leadership during the Crusades earned respect from friend and foe alike. Time's up, Saladin. Famed for his courage, his role in the Crusades became legendary. Time's up, Richard the Lionheart. A fierce defender of his people's land and way of life against U.S. expansion. Time's up, Sitting Bull. His empire reshaped the world, leaving a legacy of both destruction and cultural exchange. Time's up, Genghis Khan. Bridging her native world with the New English settlers, her story is woven into American folklore. Time's up, Pocahontas. His quest for gold led to the fall of the Aztec Empire. Time's up, Hernan Cortés. Her reign advanced Russia's status as a great European power. Time's up, Elizabeth of Russia. His leadership during the English Civil War left a lasting impact on the British Isles. Time's up, Oliver Cromwell. Feared on the high seas, his name is synonymous with the golden age of piracy. Time's up, it's Blackbeard. Circumnavigating the globe, he was a hero to the English and a pirate to the Spanish. Time's up, Sir Francis Drake. Under his rule, the Ottoman Empire reached its zenith of power and cultural achievement. Time's up, it's Suleiman the Magnificent. His voyages opened the sea routes to India, changing the course of history. Time's up, Vasco da Gama. Final question. This legendary Viking is known for his raids on England and France. Time's up, Ragnar Lothbrok. And that's a wrap, history buffs. If you loved guessing these historical figures, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. How did you do? Comment your score below and tell us what quizzes you'd like to see next. Share this quiz with fellow history enthusiasts and remember, always stay popping.